splits into his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, it's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. We're set from the gun on third. Got an open man, that's Campbell. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Brings up second and 4.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Here's Brissett. Campbell making the catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful. And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On second down now, it's Hines. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well. You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation. And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal. And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
What we got? 25.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him. Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches.
Come on, set. 30 base. 54. Line 54. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. 54. Block 54. Tackles. Hey, orbit. Snap.
Block now on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there for Indy. 62 yards.
First down, Colts.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And some room to work. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Colts take over first.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some space here. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Andy. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Brissett. Funches has it complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it brings up 3rd down.
Set, hut, 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, they scared. They scared. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Let's go. 15 line it. 15 line. 54. Watch 54.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Buzz.
Mark 54. Man out, man out, man out.
Hit it.
On third and long, it's locked. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Brissett now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Let's go.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Set. 18 Gator. Get it.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ready?
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
50, plant.
54, Mike, 54. Here it comes, here it comes. Right there, 54.
Go.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey! Mike's 54.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Alpha.
Check three.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Brissett. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. They're not ready for this, man.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. With Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Time to go night-night. Hey, watch. Ready.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Ready. 94.
Switch up.
Get it.
Another run by Lindsey. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Check. Watch 54.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 54. Mike's
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Smooth. Yo, snap.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, Echo. Yo, Jack, go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was looking for Daniels that time.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
In your face. Check 3, check 3. Yup, yup.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready. Here we go. It's free.
To throw is Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get it.
They begin the drive with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I got you.
At the 24-yard line.
Brissett looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's coming. We got double up. Russ. 43.
Brissett. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike's 59. Not today, Mark. Not today. 59's Mark.
Brissett sets to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's second down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
On 2nd and 10. Brissett, catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Brissett to throw on first. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Right here.
Now Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long quick as that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a flag comes in. To throw, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator.
54 Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike's by 4.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll roll him out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Broncos on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
Ready, set.
54. Strip the ball. Strip that.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This is Hines. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run with Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's coming again.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready.
March by 4. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
54. Mike, 54.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
54 Mike. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight.
Check go.
On first down, Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Bump the lead up to 26 after the